changing.
Let's go! Hello.
Today, I want to do something a little bit different.
I love the vibes here, dude.
Charizard.
I don't need any amateurs teaching me how to train Pokemon.
Pika pika. Pika pika. Pika pika.
Game Master.
Hey guys, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm your host, America's #1 online video game personality, Ben the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. Guys, what's up and welcome. How you doing? How's your week going? Happy Tuesday. Running a little late today, but it's kind of like this usually when we're starting a new game or close to the beginning of one, because, you know, we like to do some segments. You know, little presentation or two for you. A special feature, so to speak. Welcome back. We're working our way through Pokémon Emerald. We pretty much just got started. If you missed yesterday's stream, well, I'm never going to say you didn't miss anything. You missed it all. You should go back and catch it, too. It's still up on YouTube and Twitch, too. Ichigo, what's up, man? All that being said, if you did miss yesterday and you don't catch it, hey, no worries. We haven't done a whole lot in the game. We just got our Pokédex. We made it to, I think, maybe the town with the first gym, although I barely walked into that town, so... Yeah, man, some special feature hype, absolutely. Thanks, man. Thanks for getting stoked. How you doing, buddy? Let me get on camera here. I don't know where's my mark. All right, let's move everything over. Maybe something like that? Okay. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Look, today's gonna be fun. We're gonna take you back to the good old days. We're gonna talk a little bit about the release of Pokemon Emerald. I didn't do a whole lot of, sometimes I'll do a lot of in-depth stuff on like development, and that may still be to come. We'll see. I focused a little more on the aesthetics this time around. So we got some box art for you from around the world, and commercials as well from, you'll see, also from around the world. It'll be fun. I used around the world too soon there. I meant to save it for the, after both of them, but we got to start the whole thing over, guys. I screwed up. I'm loving Pokemon Emerald. A reminder, we're playing a special ROM hack version by Zombie Anton. Check out his Twitch. It's up on the screen for you right now. He's made, at this point, I think, at least 4 of these games where the basic premise is it's about as close to vanilla as you can get, except he's had some really clever strategies to basically let you get the full Pokédex for that generation within that one game pack, within that one ROM. You're catching them all. So hence, Emerald 386, there's 386 Pokemon at this point. And someone gave us the count yesterday. I think it was over 1,000. Oh yeah, the current count. But yeah, anyway, check out Zombie Anton. He streams on Twitch. It's always a good time. I think he's just about to start streaming a ROM hack he just finished on Pokemon Fire Red, which is, also 386. Pretty sweet. I was just about to play that one, but we haven't played Emerald. I've never played Emerald before all the way through. I made it a few gens in, and I even didn't play it right when I got it. I don't know, I just wasn't that stoked on Pokemon. I was feeling like I was, I don't know, maybe too old at that time. And again, now I'm feeling too old to have not played this game, All right, well, anyway, with all that being said, even though I might have missed out on them, I know these games mean a ton to a lot of folks out there, and not always the case, but I think especially if you're just a couple years younger than me, you might have hit your Pokemon sweet spot for, when Gen 3 dropped. For me, that's like, I'm already going at let's see, I think Emerald launched in the US in 2005, I believe. I'm not a kid anymore at that point. I'm not a boy, not yet a man. Thank you, Britney Spears. You had a better version of that. Anyway, how you doing, Ralph? What's up, man? What's up, buddy? How you doing? This is gonna be fun, guys. I'm loving this. I'm loving being back in the Pokemon center, so to speak. For sure, we'll go with that. All right, it feels good. Without further ado, let's go back to the good old days.
The Game Master.
All right, here it is. I need my Final Fantasy IX music. Come on, baby, come on. We're crossing those hills. All right, here it is. Welcome, guys. How you doing? I want to talk Pokemon Emerald. All right, that's what we're here. That's what we're gathered here to do. Talk a little Emerald. We're off to a great start already. This game launched in Japan in 2004. Came out September 16th. I thought we could start with the Japanese box art, which is always a treat. Can we make that any bigger? That's underneath everything. We got some other stuff that's big too. Some big graphics, folks. I love the Japanese like horizontal box. I guess the long what do you call that? Hot dog style. That's what they call it there. I'm pretty sure the hot dog style box of video games. Check this out. Here's the ones for Sapphire and Ruby as well. A lot of them were horizontal like this. A lot of the Game Boy Advance Japanese packages. The boxes. Tater, how you doing, man? Look at this stuff. Who did it better? The Japanese art, or let's see. Let's get to the American one. You had the sort of small square boxes, which of course, that's the Game Boy box of my childhood, so to speak. But yeah. You remember being told to fold something hamburger or hot dog style? I don't know. That was it's the first time I've used that since, I don't know. I'm hearing like a 9th grade homeroom teacher tell us to do that or something. So Emerald, the thing about Emerald, right, is that it is, it's of course the follow-up. It's the number 3 out of Gen 3. Prior to that, of course, you had Sapphire and Ruby. That launched in November of 2002. So it took almost 2 years to get, that sort of, definitive cut, the director's cut that is Pokemon Emerald. Took almost 2 years for Emerald to come out after Ruby and Sapphire had launched. Now, at this point, when these finally make it to the U.S. in March of 2003, I'm just pretty checked out of Pokemon at this point, and I didn't buy Ruby or Sapphire. I just wasn't as interested, and I wasn't really following the hype behind it. And what would get me back into it is, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Actually had a lot of good times with those games because, sorry, I'm super itchy, man. I'm just getting all irritated. All right, we're gonna do this. I had a really good time with those games because my cousin and I played those, and I have fond memories of being in college playing Fire Red and Leaf Green with him, and it was a rehash because he and I had been Poke rivals back in the Red and Blue days, and this time we got like we tried to get the different colors from what we'd had as kids, and it was cool, man. Anyway, I skipped Gen 3 other than those Gen 1 remakes, so just a wretched Gen 1er back then. Yeah, pretty much, Tater. I mean, like sometimes by the time they came to you're talking about just between Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, so that's it. Ayatin explained it well. Yeah, they would split up. There would be a handful of Pokemon that could only be available on one or the other. They would split. They'd be able to, between the two of the games, most of the Pokemon could be obtainable in either one, but they'd have a handful that you had to be on one or the other. So yeah, that's what got everybody to want to, either buy multiple copies, which was the ideal situation for Nintendo, or trade with your friends, which was also not bad for marketing. So like I said, this, Emerald is sort of the it's sort of the director's cut, kind of. I don't know. They've had some time with this generation now. It's the same, I guess, the equivalent of what they did sort of with Pokemon Yellow. This one leaned into the some of the themes from the anime. And then Pokemon Crystal being, the Gen 2 version of that. After you got Gold and Silver, Crystal would come out, and Crystal's really sweet. I'd played Silver as a kid, and I played that a couple times around the time it came out, but I never played Crystal until a couple years back, and I really enjoyed it. It's a cool little upgrade. Gold and Silver are just fine, but Crystal's even better. So check it out. Let's look at some more box art here. Yeah, this is that Japanese box here. Absolutely, Tater. And I'm a green, I do like green. I like the color green as a kid, for sure. Pokemon's like it's a real dividing line for some folks, because it's like it can be one of those series that you've like never touched, because at a certain point, where do you start? How do you jump in? Are you going to jump into it if you didn't catch like the original hype? I was just kind of like perfect age and was already reading the hype for Pokemon Red and Blue, the first games that came to North America. I was already like looking forward to those and got those like close to the time they came out here, because Nintendo of America was already trying to, get us, get our curiosity piqued by the time they blitzed us with the games, the anime, the toys, merch, etc. You know, the Valentines. Here's a Japanese complete inbox, and it got some pretty sweet shots of some of this stuff that's in here. They had a really cool couple of maps. Oh, that's not the one we want. We want, we're looking at the, oh, stuff got, Is that it? Yeah, mislabeled. Okay. I wrote the Braille map. That's coming later. All right, makes more sense now. Here's that big ass map, the Japanese version. We can even scroll around a bit. Look at this. Yeah, Tater, I feel like, you know, that could happen if you didn't have, you know, some peers right around you that were really into it, because it was such a social thing too, you know. And I think, you know, I think I had a buddy or two who were also into it and kind of knew that it was coming. And yeah, we've got in on the ground floor. This is pretty sweet, huh? This map of Owen. It's supposed to be the Kyushu, or modeled off of the Kyushu region of Japan, but rotated 90 degrees. Now, we also have this Battle Frontier map here. I should just even stay on the big versions, huh? Let's see that. Give us that big old Battle Frontier. This was something that was this added for Emerald? Like, I think that was maybe one of the additions. Someone can correct me on that. Maybe it was already in Sapphire and Ruby, but yeah. Yeah, Dustin, I went and got myself a map. Yep. I don't think it would be that difficult to get around the Battle Frontier, but I'm really glad we have this official art of the map here, you know? Me too, Ichigo. We love maps. Yeah. Yeah, Aiton, yeah, it's a far cry from getting all this stuff in a box these days, man. It's crazy. Yeah. The Battle Frontier wasn't in the 3DS remakes. Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about those remakes, but it's funny because the little bit I've heard about them, I did see some folks lamenting the Battle Frontier, its absence from those remakes. That's funny. What else we got here? Oh, a Braille map as well. I wonder if you're going to need this during your journey. So I have had, whoops, it's this one. I have had this, I've just seen this come up, you know, you absorb some of this stuff through osmosis, even if you never played these games. But yeah, it could be Braille. The English instruction booklet had a really funny wording about like puzzles and how, you know, it may be difficult. You may need to, you know, look up some resources even outside of the game or something like that. And it had it, and then at the last sentence, it mentioned something about it might even be Braille or something. I don't know. Pretty sweet. All right. All that stuff came with the complete inbox for the Japanese version. I should have grabbed some prices for you guys too. Here's the Japanese cart. Looks pretty sweet, right? You got a translucent cart. Just like the one we got for Emerald, huh? I meant to grab that. It's somewhere over here. I'll have to grab it during a break. I forgot. I went to go for it yesterday and I had leaf green in there. So North America would have to wait until May 1st, 2005 to get Emerald. So it took us, you know, a few months for it to come here. We're getting it spring 2005. Australia didn't get it until June, and EU October. About a year from its release in Japan, which honestly isn't, you know, those guys got it worse for previous generations. Seeing some of the release dates, it's crazy. Like how late You know, especially when you think about Pokemon Red and Blue. You know, people get 96 in their head. That's the release of like the original Pokemon Red and Green in Japan was 96. The stuff didn't come out in the US until 98. And you know, it's just was so much, you know, so much further behind for our Australian and EU comrades. All right, what else we got for you? Oh, here's the back box art for you as well. Let's take a big look at that. Take a big look at it. The Hoenn region is unstable. Rayquaza has awakened. Your skills as a trainer will be challenged like they've never been challenged before as you try to maintain the balance between... And I've never heard these names pronounced, or at least not in a while, but Kyogre, and Groudon. Prove your skills by earning badges and gaining access to Battle Frontier, the front line of Pokemon battling that offers a whole new level of competition. So, never before experienced battles await you. Wanted to scroll a little bit. Here you go. Rayquaza. Rayquaza sounds like that guy you worked with at Arby's, you know, he was pretty cool and stuff, you know, sometimes he'd come in just stoned to the bone. He's worthless when he would do that too. And, you know, he's like cutting his hand and having to lead the line and joking around with customers. Kyogre too. What a squad. You got Kyogre, Rayquaza, and where'd the dang it Bobby go? In here. And Groudon, all working at Subway, all sandwich artists. And stuff. One of these...
Oh, dang it, Bobby.
There it is. Thanks, Ichigo. Kyogre, the ogre from Kroger, raises the ocean and delivers your groceries. Yeah, about that raising the ocean, that's... I don't know a whole lot about the game, but I know that the legendaries get up to no good. And the landscape gets flooded, and then also other parts get raised, I guess. And yeah, it's no good. It's no good. What else? Hey, I know we have some Francophones around here. Emerald. Trying to put a little something on it, but it ain't working. We have the back of the box for this one too. Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Nick. Let's see this one. I gotta see that. I'll throw this up there just for those who are interested. You're not getting a read from me. I can't do it. I do love that, you know, I can understand a lot of it just by having a, you know, a basic grasp of Spanish. Dijon. Did I choose Zelda? There was that Zelda commercial was pretty full on with its I mean, where is that? I need to play that right now. I think I moved it somewhere. Let's see. How about another time? Nope. You can't tell me he didn't say something about Dijon mustard in that, you know? Also just epic. Sounding very epic in the background, huh? So pretty sweet, huh? Thought you guys might like this. Anyway, good stuff. That's right, Tater. Clean burning propane. Propane and propane accessories. Yeah, he's getting a bit into it, Nick. I'm curious with some of the French commercials, is it often a Quebecois accent, or yeah, what are we getting? Edición Esmeralda. Esmeralda. We got our Spanish version. Edición. And then, yeah, our German one. Which this just looks like, doesn't this look like just an old Germanic word here? I was not familiar with the word for emerald. I suppose, Smaragd. I can't do it. The Game Boy Color is European, I believe, possibly French. Okay, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, they could use that same commercial there, I suppose, so. All right, well. Oh, man. What do you guys think? That's it for the box art. Sorry, this wasn't this was Smog edition. Absolutely, that's what we need, Ichigo. Someone could easily whip up a little box art with Smog. Smaragd. I'm like, that can't be right. I found that on Moby Games, but yeah, that's yeah, I love it. No sense of humor about this this box art here. No way. Smaragd. Guys, we're gonna go check out some commercials now. I think it's about time for that. What do you think? I think that's all I got for you. Anything else? Anything big? No. That's it. Emerald. You know, like I said, we could have done. You know, come on. I could have done more. I could have done more. It's been a crazy last several days, migraines and whatnot, and yeah, this is all I got for you today. But box art and commercials. Also, I don't know this game as well, so you know, that's a little more fun to do the full good old days treatment, talking the development, popping up pictures of the folks who made these games, talking sales numbers, baby, diving into all that stuff. When I know the game a little bit better, yeah. Let's do this. Let's take a look at some commercials. Goodbye, brain. I never needed it anyway. All right, we got a couple commercials for you coming from, well, I put together a little compilation that was pulled from two compilations I found on YouTube, one from Vinny64, the other from Cool Cat Kevin. So thank you guys for this. Let's turn down that Final Fantasy. Thank you. I do love crossing those hills. And yeah, let's play our video. Some Gen 3 stuff. So we get Ruby and Sapphire and Fire Red, Leaf Green as well. Had to crank it up for myself. I remember this one. I don't know if you guys do. Just a very simple concept too, and just like, you know, kind of just like having these folks, yeah, just these easy shots to do, and then you're just adding in these Pokemon here. They'll add it in post. You have to look close, but these aren't real Pokemon, and sorry to, you know, break the illusion for you, but it is CGI. Hey, Metroid, what's up, man? Dustin. Smaragd.
Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire, only for Game Boy Advance.
Man, look at all the people that play Pokemon. Jeez, it's crazy.
Beautifly.
Shroomish.
Okay, this one we're just saying Pokemon names, and you get a lot of personality out of all these characters in each one of these little snippets here.
Chick.
Draco.
Latios. Latios.
Corfish.
Mudkip. Kecleon.
Zigzag.
Yeah, I remember some of these too, Metroid.
Wilmer.
What's happening, Pikachu?
Pikachu?
I need to get what's happening, Pikachu. All right, I'm writing that one down before I forget it. Okay, sorry. What's adding it to the list? What's happening, Pikachu? Perfect emote.
Blaze again. Rated E for everyone.
I like that shot too at the end, just with the kid holding it up over his face.
Game Boy Advance.
All right, here we go. Note hearing this, they've been using that same theme for like all 3 generations in Japan. Just keep that music. Obviously I know it gets like repurposed in this game as well, but yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
By the way, it is nostalgic hearing even just the Game Boy Advance ring come through, man. Ugh. Kids outside? The kids are outside. Sure, they're, playing Pokemon, but they're outside. Yeah, well, good for you, Ralph. So here's the thing, right? Commercials in the present day, no thank you. Commercials that are about classic retro games, okay, sure. Yeah, Nick, for sure. It was a time of innocence. This kid's about to find out, right? What he's got Latios? There's an ES and an EOS, and we'll learn. Game Boy Advance. I love some of this CGI too of the legendaries flying around. Sorry, I keep skipping through, but. Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Right, Ichigo, yeah. Sleep powder. What was the ideal, I'm trying to remember, what was like the ideal lighting for playing a Game Boy Advance before you had the backlight? Because it was a hard thing to come by. I feel like there was a lot of me doing this. All right, let me get it in my shadow, or let me, or let me get it in just the right amount of light, but not too much. All right, you've got a kid walking around with all the psychic powers they picked up from playing Pokemon.
Now you're ready for the all-new battle frontier. Take on your biggest challenge yet in Pokemon
Emerald. Hey, note the note the SP that they're showing in these ads too. This has already come out at that point.
For everyone.
Yo, a GBA for a Game Gear. And you came away with the superior screen.
Sapphire. そして第三の冒険.
Soshite. Here comes the new one. Some fun CGI for these.
Emerald. 公園地方に残されていたもう一つの冒険.
Yeah. So I guess by the time you get to Emerald, you've got the Game Boy Advance SP out. However, with those Sapphire and Ruby commercials, we were seeing the, original Game Boy, or original GBA. Yeah, I remember it being a battery hog. My parents bought me some, like, big battery pack or something to go around it. Like a rechargeable one. Came in clutch during this one vacation. Kept me going. I think I beat NBA Jam Tournament Edition or cheated my way to something. I don't know. Oh. Getting funky in the French version. Hit him with a little, This is so European, huh, man? Gotta hit him with a little sophisticated electronic music. I love seeing those CGI shots too. They're fun. It's funny because the Japanese commercials are almost they're a lot more about like I don't know, most of them are showing the monsters flying through the air, whereas like it seems like the North American commercials are a little more like lifestyle, like you know what I mean, like it's there's less like kind of focus on game characters and more like they're selling the Pokemon lifestyle, the Pokemaster lifestyle in the North American version. There's a bit of that in the Japanese ones too, but it does seem like there's a lot more like focus on what's new, the big monsters that are coming, you know, etc. Yeah. Go. What a read. I want to hear that one more time. I slept on the micro too. That's right, Metroid. Exactly, Ralph, yeah. You can be cool and play Pokemon. I mean, hey, maybe they were hearing from you know, people like me that are already in high school at this point, and it's like, we're getting towards the end of it by the time Emerald's out, it's they're trying to tell me it's still cool. Yeah, I could see that, Nick. Yeah. The people dropping out from the Pokemon thing was a bit striking. From the Pokemaster and all the people around him just falling down was pretty striking. But yeah, it doesn't compare to like that bus or you know, watching Pokemon walk on a tight rope or whatever. You know, it's.
All people within our nation.
I want the Pokebus.
Now or prepare to fight. There's a whole new way to battle Pokemon, and it's wireless. Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green are coming.
And it's wireless.
With a free wireless adapter. You can reserve your copy today and get a free pocket trainer's guide.
So we get Fire Red, Leaf Green stuff now.
Pokemon Universe, only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all people within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend their reach to the stars above.
This one's weird.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
It's like they could be selling jeans or something if you didn't know what they're what it is that they're saying. You know, it's like everything's like so stylized. I know, it's funny. I'm gonna go back just a bit. Yeah, that's.
And get a free pocket trainer's guide filled with hints, tips, and tricks to help you become a master of the Pokemon universe. Only for Game Boy.
Yeah,
Advance.
That commercial's pretty informative and focused on the game, and you know.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all people within our nation.
What is this music?
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend their reach to the stars above. Surrender now or prepare to fight.
There's a new way to battle Pokemon, and it's wireless. Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green are here, and now you can collect, train, and battle in a whole new way, only for Game Boy Advance, rated E for everyone.
All right, it's here, guys. What's up, Rhizome? Welcome. Yeah, that one was kind of strange. Yeah, we didn't get exactly. We didn't get Meowth's line, man. They cut it off short. Surrender now or prepare to fight, man. Jeez. They're cribbing some like New World Order kind of swag, you know, at like we're a secret club, everybody knows the words. Surrender your money. To protect profit margins at all costs. Pokémonster. I love the shots of them using the wireless adapter too. That's funny. This is a good one too. I love the read from this guy. I see this as a Gen 1 Japanese version of myself. I'm stoked. A Gen 1 loving Japanese version of myself. Me too, Ryzone, yeah. That's it. And back to start there. Of course, I didn't realize this until it was playing, but Fire Red and Leaf Green came out in the interim between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So things were a little bit out of order there, but yeah. That's, man, some pretty crazy ones there. I feel like this one is such an easy one to do, too. You just get a curtain, you get a few actors being silly in front of it, or get a green screen and even just make that look like a curtain. Well, yeah, then, of course, then you've got your little Pokemon animation you just put in there. Anyway, we're not making the commercials, I guess. I do have a buddy who did a voiceover of a Pokemon commercial, which to me, that's always one of the yeah, you know, okay, put aside that it's, you know, put aside any what kind of thing you would want to do or blah, 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 you know, something like Star Wars. Okay. If Star Wars came around, look, no matter how bad a lot of the current Star Wars stuff has been, if they came around and they asked the Parvinator to do something, I'm in, you know, I'm just going to do it. Pokemon, I can't say that I would say no. And they're not exactly, you know, beating down my door asking me to do anything for them, but yeah. Nintendo, if you're listening. How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. That's about it. That's all I got for you. That's those are our commercials. Again, thank you to Cool Cat Kevin and Vinny64. Cut those up, sort of put them together there for you. What do you guys think? Maybe we should get a quick little break and then come back and play this game, perhaps. Sounds like something fun to do. Thank you guys for chilling. I'm really excited for getting into this game. Yeah. Rise up. That's funny. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Hey, we're here. We're doing it. Pokemon 386. When we get back, we'll get a little short break in, and maybe when we get back, we'll hop back into Zombie Anton's ROM hack. It's gonna be fun. All right, guys. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. BRB. Thanks for hanging. Happy Tuesday.
Wow, 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 wow. I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
Hey yo, guys, what's up? Happy Tuesday, welcome. We are back and we're live. We're about to play some Pokemon Emerald. Let me move some stuff around here. Do things I cannot do. Alright, here we go. By the way, once again, this is Pokemon Emerald 386 from Zombie Anton. Lets you get all 386 Pokemon in one game pack. Pretty sweet. I loved Crystal 251 and Yellow 151, so it's my first time through Emerald. At least, I mean, many years ago, I went through like 3 dungeons, 3 gyms. I say dungeons, man.
Mamma mia!
Let's play this game. Do 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 do. Don't make the Little Root music stop. Thank you guys for hanging. All right, here we are. We are in, I guess, like maybe maybe this is the second or third town we've made it to. Petalburg. And I didn't do any exploring, really. We came right in desperate shape just because I got a bit neglectful of some Pokemon. And we headed straight for the PC. Straight for the Pokemon Center. Rejuvenate your tired partners. Pokemon Center. And Rhizone telling me to make sure I'm, getting my hydration. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I think I'm having a little bit of an allergic reaction today. But a bit flush. I got the histamines flowing through my bloodstream. This green screen, what is happening? Something has gotten a little bit, I made some adjustments. I'm seeing it freak out on the reflection in the glasses. Darn. All right, I can pull this down some. I don't know, man. I'm just typically I'm a quite allergic guy. I think I may have been working on a sinus infection for a while now, and like a slow burning chronic one, Man, love this NPC here, getting deep. My face is reflected in the water. It's a shining grin, full of hope. Or it could be a look of somber silence, struggling with fear. What do you see reflected in your face?
I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
That's what I see. I like that. Too bad we don't have a fishing rod yet. An allergic reaction. I'm having an allergic reaction. I don't know to what. That's the question. This I will say the air quality has been bad lately. Got the old inversion layer trapping in all the nasties. Norman became our town's new gym leader. I think he called his family over from somewhere far away. Oh, good for him. Wow, you can do that? I have wondered, like, what ties, if any, do you need to have to a place in order to run it as a Pokemon, a gym master, Gym leader, I suppose. Yeah. Well, sorry to hear you're dealing with that, Rhizone. Yeah. I think, yeah. I know a lot of folks who deal with a lot of acid reflux or, kind of GERD symptoms, etc. Heartburn. Battled Norman once, but he was way too strong. How would I put it? I just got the feeling that he lives for Pokemon. Damn, that strong? Whew. Why run when you can walk, Yeah, I love them too, Rhizone. I feel like I have stepped it back a little bit lately, and or at least the frequency, not so much intensity, but it catches up to my wife really quickly, and it's sad because it's like it's all the fun things in life, having a cup of coffee, enjoying I don't know, for her it's a really like cumulative thing. If she has a couple of things, a beer the night before or something like that, plus a cup of coffee, anything like that, and it's like bam, over the course of 24 hours, if a couple of bad ingredients get in there, it's going to be a problem, Yeah, I always feel bummed out. See, this is Petalburg's gym. This is the gym sign. Look for it whenever you're looking for a gym. Okay, so the last person just gave us a tour to the Pokemon Mart. This person just takes us to the gym. Well, that's nice. What if I wanted to go west? You're not gonna let me. A rookie trainer? No Zubats just yet. Welcome, Thanos.
Okie dokie.
This is Petalburg City's gym. This is the gym sign. Yeah. The Pokemon main characters are just total gym rats. You know, you're a trainer, you just want to get in there, get in the gym, see what's going on. He even mentioned like what kind of gym they are, or, you know. Then we get the guy that gives us the hints. Well, if it isn't Parv, so you're all finished moving in. I didn't mean to actually go in and talk to him just yet. So here, this is a bit of a YOLO moment, I guess. Surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see. You're with your Pokemon. I'm surprised to not see your mom here. Can't believe it. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Parv. That's great news. I'll be looking forward to it. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Oh right, you're Wally, right? I'm gonna stay with my relatives in Verdant Turf Town. I thought I would be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. I see. Parv, you heard that, right? So, I realized it a while back. I just didn't know at what point to call it out that, like, oh, Dad, you know? Because I didn't realize that. Gotta say, I didn't realize that right at the beginning. And, yeah. Go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally, here, I'll loan you my Pokemon. Wally received a Zigzagoon. Oh, wow, a Pokemon. I'll give you a Pokeball, too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, thank you. Parv, would you really come with me? Excuse me, guys. It's coughing up some nastiness.
Hey, you very good.
Pokemon hide in tall grass like this. Yeah. I don't do the spicy stuff too often, just every now and then. I do like a little spice of life, but yeah. Thankfully I don't tend to get the I tend to not get the effects as bad as my wife does. Pokemon hide in tall grass like this. Where's my... That sounds like a nice high power, high energy breakfast, Rhizone. It's the norm, says Dustin, where he is. Oh, you're gonna spice up that. I'm just imagining some Boomhauer talking guy, over a giant stew or some crawdads. Ralts. What is what are we doing here? What is Ralts supposed to be? It's like are we like an onion? That's some kind of a vegetable. It's got a surfboard lodged in its forehead, so, and an emo haircut. A psychic sentient onion, yeah. Yeah, I can see the onion. Yeah, I can see the... Thank you so much, Wally, for this tutorial here. Go, Wally, go. Wow, Wally. Congratulations, man. You did it.
Give me a hell yeah!
I did it. It's my Pokemon. Parv, thank you. Let's go back to the gym. So, did it work out? Thank you. Yes, it did. Thank you. Yes, it did. Here's your Pokemon back. Parv, thank you for coming along with me. You two are why I was able to catch my Pokemon. I promise I'll take really good care of it. We're swapping between the voices. Oh, my mom's waiting for me, so I'll have to go. Bye, Parv. It does sound a bit, yeah. Hey, he looks like it. It sounds a little like how he sounded when we played Earthbound. Going to become a strong trainer? Here's my advice. Head for Rustboro City beyond this town. There you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. Okay, after her, go on to the other Pokemon gyms and defeat their leaders. Collect badges from them, understood? Of course, I'm a gym leader too. We'll battle one day, Parv. But that's only after you become stronger. Oh, battle with Dad. Heck yeah. Got that to look forward to. Aren't you going to the Pokemon gym in Rustboro City? Sounds good, Dad. I gotta get those 4 badges and then we can fight Dad.
What's going on, man?
Oh, with the bowl cut. I yeah, totally. I get your pal puck. Thanks for clarifying.
This is not the whole story.
There's no challenge for me to battle a greenhorn trainer. Parv, I want you to challenge me when you become a lot stronger. I'll battle you. They throw the name so often. Do we need the parenthetical? You know, do we need this in this sentence? I'll battle you, Parv, when you can show me gym badges, okay? The game's like, hey, listen to this. Let's read that post. We need to do that. So we'll be coming back to Petalburg. That's good to know. I guess it was Petalburg in that like PSA that we had, or you know, when Mom tuned in the to the end of the Pokemon match. Dad must have been whipping somebody's ass. Oh, that's great, Rhizone. That's sweet. Yeah, I should get some emotes going, shouldn't I? Let me catch up a bit on the chat here. Yeah. All right. We're talking spicy meatballs in the chat. The gym's pretty sweet in this town. Of course, yeah, what's the one that, it's the one that Giovanni comes back to, I guess. What city is that in Gen 1? I always remember that being, as a dumb little kid, being like, oh, wait, there's no gym leader here, what? It's like looking around the town for them a bit. Excuse me, let me guess, from the Pokemon from the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Well, maybe not. Your clothes aren't all that dirty. You're either a rookie trainer or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. Love the sunglasses here. I'm sorry to have taken your time. I seem to have not found one. Sorry to... Oh, man. What can we do to get in that guy's good graces? Jeez. You're just a kid. A rook. He's got no use for you. Yeah, they come across great in the cross chat. The emotes do. we're gonna throw a Pokeball, weaken the wild Pokemon first. It'll be easier to catch it if it's been poisoned, burned, or lulled to sleep. What a sentence. That is the game. That's the game, folks.
The Game Master.
This music is crazy. Let me try something real quick. I think our my volume here got screwed up a little bit. Could just be some songs are way louder than others. Peekaboo. Oh, that's cool, Rhizone. You know, when I was seeing it earlier, I was like, Petalburg, P-Burg, Pittsburgh. It's right there. All right, it means nothing, but it's right there. All right, let's get someone who can actually catch this guy. Got a Wurmple, what you gonna do? Get a tackle in. I like I played Paper Mario and then A Thousand Year Door, and outside of that, nothing except I did play that first Mario and Luigi game. That was fun. I enjoyed that. All right, Wurmple, can you close the deal here? No.
Oh my god.
I want to kill this thing. Wingull, get in here. Yeah, what's going on in Petalburg in that Paper Mario Thousand Year Door? Now I'm curious. I'm just seeing the little bomb character that walks around with you, right? The little bomb. Maybe that's a different one. Alright, well, we're softening it a bit. I'll get it down a couple more.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, Wingull. We just have the one ball left, so yeah, maybe I'll just try to get it in the red. I don't think we have a anything that will, you know, paralyze or yes, yeah, about fuck, right. Yeah. The art in those games is so funny. I enjoy it. I remember just getting a kick. Like, I rented Paper Mario and then ended up buying it because I really enjoyed it over the rental. And yeah, I got a kick the rental and every time whenever the characters flip and you know. Art style was fun. The writing was great. I appreciate that about Super Mario RPG as well, and you know, of course, there's that meta look at Nintendo and all its big franchises, all its big series and whatnot, and it's a fun look backwards, inwards, and kind of having a laugh at itself. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Hard to remember that name, you know, Mario, right? I can empathize. I remember Mario, and yeah. Its body is covered with water-repellent fur. Because of the fur, it can swim through water at high speed without being slowed by the water's resistance. Guys, we got a Pokemon. All right. Okay, I will do. How much of this can we fit? We could just do it streep, huh? I suppose. Have I been doing all caps? Yeah. Yeah, Thanos. Yeah, I remember Meryl. I remember the early... I'm just typing strength now. What am I doing? Where'd that come from? Strength is your new name. Streep. It works. I remember the rumors of Peekaboo and those early shots of, I guess what would become Meryl, or what was Meryl, early version or something. But yeah, people calling it Peekaboo, which, I mean, you know, if you knew nothing about it, like that's, and you just saw that picture and you heard that name, it tracks, you know, come on. I was taken in by the Peekaboo. Rumors, the Mew under the truck. I'm not totally convinced the Mew isn't under the truck, honestly, to this day. I don't know if you could convince me otherwise. This is where Mr. Briny lives. He was once a mighty sailor. What a great name. Mr. Briny, who never feared the sea, however stormy. I like that. You could say he's a...
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand.
Let's go, Mr. Briny.
Ocean man.
Oh, of course he's out to sea or something now. looks expensive. Peered inside anyway. Peekaboo truthers. It's cute. I mean, it's a fun little sprite. Yeah, I definitely fell for that. Yeah. I was just seeing something on that recently, Thanos. Yeah, it was showing like it would feature prominently in a lot of like the magazines or, you know, the printed art material, all that stuff, you know, the ads and whatnot. You'd see a little more, you know, Polyworld. It's cool, huh? Yeah, it's interesting. It's funny too, because I remember, you know, having Pokemon Red, and I didn't see Pikachu in the game for a while because I was saying this yesterday. Like, I guess I just went through Viridian Forest. I don't think I went through it fast because, you know, I'm taking a wrong turn or having to go back, you know. This is baby's first RPG for me. But I did miss a Pikachu during that, and I thought it was like a lot more rare. And then I remember finally getting it, and at that point I had seen the anime. By the time I finally got one in the game, and, you know, seeing the difference. I like that. I like that. You know, sprite of Pikachu, and then the art of Pikachu, and also the one for Pokemon Green is funny too. Pokemon Green, if you've never like, you know, seen the character art from it, the Pokemon art from it, it's really funny. Do yourself a favor if you're a fan and look at it. There's some good videos that'll give us side by side. That'd be fun to do a playthrough of sometime. Pokemon, you know, Japanese red or green. Slowpoke merch. Yeah, Slowpoke. Yeah, it is interesting how Pokemon can have sort of pockets of fandom or regional fandom, stuff like that. What hits there doesn't necessarily hit here. Pidgey. Well, I know you, Pidgey. This sprite for Pidgey is crazy too. Let's get somebody else out. Mr. Mud, come on. I forgot Wurmple was almost dead. Yeah, it's interesting too. I mean, just the marketing machine that it basically ramped up while it, slowly in Japan, but to the point where, of course, they had their crazy Pokemania. But it's interesting to think about how they'd already had that big wave, and it allowed them to set up the North American release and for it to just be, okay, you're hit with the game and the anime, and here's the cards, and it was like they had it all planned out at that point to roll things out. If we're hitting these targets, then we do this. It was all set up for. What am I doing? Mud Slap's not gonna work. I'm just gonna talk over it. Sorry, Pidgey. I don't know what a Wurmple turns into. That'll be a surprise. I'm just walking in the grass, walking in grass, and I have Wurmple out. We don't need another Wingull unless this one's better than the one we got, or it could become better. Streep's about dead. Yeah. That's cool, Dustin, that's funny. I remember Nintendo Power doing like a little bit of a, like a early, when it was decided that it was coming to North America, I remember a primer for it, explaining pocket monsters and, like, also just like some elements of what an RPG is, and yeah, it's and telling you, just priming you by saying like it's really big in Japan. It's this, craze that's hit a fever pitch over in the gaming motherland. No, they I knew that it was coming out, and I did get it around launch, and it's funny because since I didn't have the cards really. Like I had one or two that a friend would give me, but I don't think I might have bought like a pack or something. I wasn't really into cards. It was the games for me, like the main games and a little bit of the anime, but I didn't get to see very much of it, so. We can't catch this though, we don't have any balls. Take him out. That's funny, Thanos, yeah. Push this rock around for me. There's the like teleporter one in that, I guess it's maybe Team Rocket headquarters or something. Oh yeah, you've got all those little teleporters, or the ones that just like also spin you around. Take him out. Yeah, you heard it, Rhizone. You could hear the inflection. Oh man. Thank you guys for hanging. I am trying to clear my throat. Watering eyes. I think I need to get a good vacuum and just a good dusting going on in here. Norman. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, let's heal up and then we will advance. Yeah, I know, yeah. Rhizone, after I beat Earthbound, man, I was just going around the house singing some of the music to myself, and especially had, yeah, the... Whoop, not that. Case of mistaken identity. Sounds great over the Pokemon soundtrack. The mashup no one asked for. I will say Earthbound became a favorite game of mine after playing it. I'm still a bit in the afterglow of it, honestly. It was so fun. I wish I would have gotten to it sooner, but it's all good, you know. Glad I found it now. Then we gotta, you know, I do want to play Mother 1 and 3, so I gotta get back to the Mother. Let's buy some balls. Yeah, well, it's interesting. I'm interested to see what happens in, you know, beginnings, and then of course the third game. Yeah, I want to play it Earthbound again sometime. It'd be fun to, you know, I played it on stream and it was a very social experience. And I want to, when I play on stream, I want to have a level of conversation that is pretty distracting. It's easier to do that on games that I know well, you know. But for that game, that's how, you know, that was a great way to do it. I still want to get one with no cameras, you know. Just me. That'd be fun sometime to, yeah, just play that one in my spare time. Sorry guys, I'm, like I said, I'm having some kind of little coffee today. Cough, cough. A throat that will never clear. We got more money. A little money, a little pocket change now. I don't know how often I use Paralyze Heal in these games. I'm about to spend some money. I know I'll find this stuff, but... Doo-doo. That's right, Tater. Doo-doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo-doo.
NBA Jam!
All right, what's next? I'm excited to see too, like, you know, the soundtrack for this game is really long, and I was saying yesterday that there's a bunch of, it sounded as if there's a whole bunch of battle themes, maybe like kind of, you know, big featured battles or something. A legendary Pokemon with its own theme, things like that. It seemed like there were a lot of themed battle themes. And yeah, it is first time playing it. I'm doing a hack that's pretty vanilla, but it does allow you to get all 386 Pokemon in it. We're doing the Pokemon Emerald 386 from Zombie Anton. I'm stoked, even though I may not be able to tell some of what I'm doing, that you know, what's new with the hack versus what was in it originally. But it's all good. I really enjoyed playing his other games. Yeah, I did Crystal 251 and Yellow 151. They were both great. So yeah, I will say this: you guys are welcome to let me know, like after I experience stuff, if there's something big that's different, you know, like after I'm through it. That would be cool to know, because or like, oh, that's something added with the hack, or you know, point out when you see without trying to spoil too much, like in advance of what's to come, but you know. Because I'm interested myself. There was a great README for it, and after I beat the other games, I did go look at some of that. Or there was one I was looking for, one of the legendaries, I think, and the README helped with some of the stuff that was added in those other games I mentioned. And I don't know why. I'm the Wurmple fan club here. Yeah, you guys are welcome to do that. That'd be cool. I'm pretty interested to know, you know, if you see any kind of big changes and stuff. Without giving away too much, I'm stoked because, like, I really liked, I don't know, yeah, he tends to have a good amount of discretion and not just like go in and change a whole bunch of stuff about the game that's a pet peeve, or a, you know, or just adding a bunch of trainers to lined up in a row to like trade with you, and you know, there's some pretty inventive ways, and it also involves like restoring some of the stuff that was in the other games too. So at least with Crystal 251, some of the stuff that was absent from, you know, Gen 2 regarding Kanto, some of that stuff that when you take that Kanto victory lap, you know, it's great. I love it. But yeah, there's a couple things you had access to in Gen 1 that it's closed down or you can't get to. And without spoiling too much, some of that stuff was put back in and really well done. So yeah, I'm stoked to, you know, see what we get with this hack here. It's a good one, Rhizone. I like that one. Did I play that sound? I have it on here somewhere.
Dang!
It's on here somewhere. All right, no briny fishermen around. Seaside Cottage. Yeah. It's not great, Rhizone. I would like to get a better one. I would like to do the soundboard for somebody else sometime too, because it's a lot to do with in between playing a game, looking through folders and stuff. I don't have a great way of. There's another program I've looked into, but that a couple podcasts that I like use, and it allows more like quick searches and bam, firing off a sound, which I could do through some means like having it play the, you know, desktop audio and stuff. But I don't always want that. Like you know, so I need to find a good program that lets me kind of loads everything in quickly too, and then it's just like bam, fire it off via MIDI or you know, keyboard, bam. Because I wrote really good notes on a lot of the sounds and stuff, either in just the file name itself or in the in the notes to, you know, so if I get like a couple of words of the sound, it'll show up, you know. Sorry, not on the tatami. Quit splashing around. Water on water. Street doesn't have anything, you don't have a tackle, do you? Yeah, you do. Okay, cool.
Howl for Carl Solomon.
Gonna need to clean the tatami after this one. Yeah, I've asked you guys this before, but I'm curious. Let's talk shoes on or off in the home. I like to have ideally I have a pair of shoes I only use inside the home. But I don't like house slippers or any it needs to feel like a real full-on shoe. And then I would only wear that in the house. Now, that's the ideal, and it hasn't been happening. I have some sandals on now that I do mostly wear inside the house. Unless I'm like at, basically my water shoes here, so. They're, not to say that, hey, they're not super fashionable, but they do mostly just stay here, or I take them. It's the extremes, either home or big bodies of water. Sand. Yeah, I do get cold. I get cold feet, yeah, so to speak. Yeah, same here, Ralph. Yeah. Dustin said off. Rhizome said I'm usually barefoot. Yeah. I've had a friend or two who they were just really used to that. Like, that's kind of how they grew up, too. I didn't. I thought we were about to kill it. I'm sorry, trainer. I wanted to whittle your Pokemon down and catch it in front of you. Just to punk you out, I guess, but... There you go, Streep. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to have a pair of shoes that's only indoors, but like I said, I don't like slippers or kind of like most indoor comfy wear kind of stuff. It bugs me, and I feel like for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm also I'm a big fidgeter, so, and without realizing it, I will kick and push feet down or push, tuck my foot underneath me, stuff that I could get away with when I'm like, 13. Strange bendings of the body that I'm just staying in that position for a long time. Well, I'm no longer 13, but I still have a lot of hyperactivity, and for me, I feel like with shoes, that's one thing where I will do a lot of, like, it helps to have a shoe on, honestly, and I can, my toes will chill the fuck out and, like, stop trying to curl up or kick against something or push or whatever, And growing up, I wasn't, yeah, I hardly ever went barefoot. Usually at least socks. Yeah, I need the dedicated indoor shoe. Yeah. Hotbuck said flip-flops. Yeah, those can be comfy inside. Yeah, flip-flops or sandals, something like that. That could be a pretty comfy. But yeah. Unless your feet get cold. Good old Wurmple. I want Wurmple to grow. Oh, I think I've had kind of similar things, Palpuck. Yeah. They did tend to last a while, which was nice. Uchiyina. Absolutely, Ryzon's how every battle's starting. I just want to tackle him so I can talk to you guys. This is the battle of a century. A century, any century. Puchiyina versus Zigzagoon.
I don't know what it is.
Slippers, not flippers. Those flippers. Thankfully, I read it fast enough the first time to just see it as, well, you know, as you meant it. The brain filled it in. Yeah, it's what? Yeah, what is Zigzagoon? It's got a bit of a like. Yeah, a little raccoon, a little raccoon dog, a little tanuki in there. C dot run. Wingo, hang in there. Badger. Yeah, good call, little badger. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about, some of these. I think that's kind of what's exciting about starting a game where there's going to be Pokemon you don't know, is that, you know, sometimes you just want to roll with one for a while and see what happens. C-Dot's cute. Wish I could catch it. Man, had a there was I'm like working on the stream and getting it to a point of perfection. We looked at those commercials earlier. Everything took a long time to sort of set up. And then I'm in the zone. I haven't looked away from the screen in a while, and then I hear I'm like, oh, okay. And I step outside, and I'm certainly not the only person down this street that stepped outside to see what the heck was going on. And yeah, there was I think everybody was okay, I think, but yeah, there was a good little wreck not too far away. Everybody heard it. And like, it's just funny to see all these, see everybody like coming out into the street, and I got sand in my runners. I know, it was crazy. The intersection sucks. There was, you know, I was reminded of this like many years ago. I saw some Dane Cook clip about him talking about like a wreck happening nearby, and like, oh, everyone coming out, and you know, all the neighbors, and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're just describing. All they do is just say where they were, what they were doing when it happened, what they heard, and then like, oh yeah, it's those guys. Yeah, they were going too fast. You know, it's like basically the same conversation. No, you know, no matter what. The universal. It's a very universal situation, I feel. It's a good bit. God, I haven't seen that since like it would have like. I know. I was just thinking the same thing, Palpuck. Yeah, I haven't seen that since around. It was some special he did around that time. A Subway coworker. Hey, you gotta watch this. All right, how we doing here? I might go back for a quick. Trying to level some of these fools up. Excuse me. Yeah. Is tomorrow going to be a Mucinex D Wednesday? Naruto YouTube poops? No, yeah. What does that mean? I don't think I understand what that sentence. I understand every word in it, but I don't. That string of words. I miss the poops era.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't need to fight you, Puccina. Some 2000s brain rot. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, okay, I get it. That makes sense, Thanos. Thank you. Thanks for the description. I think yeah, it's funny. You're keeping it alive through the YouTube poops. Yeah. I think everyone was okay. That intersection sucks. And it's funny because there was this old guy who was out there and he was like, you know, I can't remember what I had said. I was like, I'm sort of walking up as he's kind of leaving and I was like, I hope nobody's hurt. And he's like, yeah, I think everybody's okay. And then he goes on to say something like, there hasn't been a wreck here in 5 years or over 5 years or something like that, or in a long time. And I was like, I feel like it would happen. I was like, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. And he was like, oh, it's been 5 years or something like that. And then for half a second, I thought about it, you know, getting into the intricacies of like, oh, this intersection sucks. You know, sometimes I'll even just turn left. Or rather, if I need to go left, I'll just take a few rights. It's easier and safer. And it's like there's like often a blind intersection because a lot of cars will park like too close. Stuff will block, trucks will block part of it. And, you know, you just can't really see that safely. Sometimes, especially if you're going left, and like this was like seemed like a few cars got banged up in this situation, so I think someone turned right in front of somebody or something. But anyway, I for half a second I'm thinking about getting into this, and then I was like, what am I doing? I've done the friendly neighbor thing. I don't need to pursue this. I don't need to get into like, oh, that's a tough left turn there. I have work to do. I'm gonna go. Well, take care. Have a good afternoon. You know. I'm not gonna argue with this guy over whether or not that a wreck should happen every 5 years or so, or more often. Sorry, just walking around. This guy's quite reflective. I feel kind of strange playing a Pokemon game without a rod yet, you know? Just I'm used to tapping the button and then... There you go. How about a healing, and then we're gonna. I'm gonna get Wurmple out of there. I'm catching up on what you're saying, Ryzone. Yeah. It is insane what's out there on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. And then there's a lot of content too that finds its way into like folks who are probably even too young to be spending much time unsupervised on YouTube. And bada bing, bada boom, you get some really weird stuff. I do remember Courage, yeah. Courage, yeah, that was kind of like a... I really enjoyed that one. I think I was kind of towards the end of when I'm actively watching a lot of stuff on Cartoon Network and like... Forgot to take Wurmple out. I can run. I can't escape. Yeah, now there's so much crazy slop out there. We went from poop to slop.
That is a disgusting act.
I like Mr. Mud, though. We could just probably run away, but yeah. It is Palpuck. Well, you know, I'm watching it when I'm a little bit older, too, so I felt that I was getting, you know, more of this stuff. But yeah, it's. I think that it's one that yeah, not just for kids. A lot of shows that were kind of branded as cartoons for kids. The best ones, yeah, they could be enjoyed by parents as well. They tended to also be like higher quality ones, or you know, not just the equivalent of poop or slop back then for cartoon. Some Hanna-Barbera mud. Oh, hey, ooh, shots fired. Do. If you're gonna throw a Pokeball, weaken the wild Pokemon first. Thank you. This has been a great tour of the beach. We're done. We're done touring the beach. We can now move on. Mr. Youngster there. Get on the boat. Tiny little boat. We got some berries. I don't know that I caught the Richie Rich cartoon. It seems vaguely familiar, but more so the movie. I think I would see the cartoon at this, sometimes at daycare. It was on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the movie's, right. Yeah, totally Ryzone. Worth checking out, the Richie Rich cartoon. I don't know. Yeah, it seems familiar, but I was thinking it was something that was like a lot older than the movie, maybe. But maybe I've got that wrong. Yeah, he was saying like the precursor to Adult Swim stuff. Like in the same vein. That's kind of what I thought. Take that. Lower your accuracy. Yeah. I remember some of the early some of the early Space Ghost stuff. That was fun. I remember being when it first coming around to it, and just a couple of things, like just being a little too young to even know some of the references being made, of course, and also some of the guests. But getting a little bit older to a point where that didn't matter, and I could just appreciate the absurdity of the show too. And yeah, I was really inspired by a lot of like the early 2000s Adult Swim stuff. And also being from the South, I was always stoked to hear that was going on in Atlanta. And I remember being a kid and being like, oh, maybe I could do that someday. All right, we got a forest. What else can we catch before we go in the forest? Anything else? Don't think I know Yucky Duck. Good old Wurmple, my favorite. Wurmple can't run from anything either. It's too slow.
Need to score!
Yeah, it's pretty fun, Rhizone. Yeah. Yeah, I remember we didn't have Boomerang, like it wasn't part of our cable package for a while. But I'd go to my cousin's house sometimes and catch a little bit of that, or, By the time I knew of Boomerang, I think I was already not watching as much in the way of cartoons, maybe starting to get into my anime phase, It's not a phase, Mom. Definitely, yeah, Squidbillies and Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
Hello.
What's the beef? Who's the perp?
That was a little bit later, It's not like the earliest stuff. Oh, Homestar Runner, something I hadn't thought about in a very long time, came to mind recently, or the algorithm gave me something, I don't remember. But yeah, I was recently reminded of Strong Bad's Techno, like him answering it's like him. There was this webcomic that had of many things. One of the recurring segments where Strong Bad checking his email and reading it out loud, and usually some kind of hilarity ensues, a sketch or a playing out of what the email is asking, or yeah. I want to do the siren, but if I'm gonna do it, I gotta have full energy behind it, and I don't know that I can put that out right now. It's a really funny. It's still funny hearing the character's voice. It's so of a time as well. What a blast from the past. Because I'm definitely watching that stuff. We're like getting on the school computers and stuff to watch that. Me and a buddy of mine were really into all the Homestar Runner stuff. And some fun Flash animation. And then I found my way to some forum at one point, and I realized there were fans of that show to a whole other level, couple of levels, couple tiers above what I had in me to give them. But I think I'm gonna call this shot. I think I'm gonna name this one Strong Bad. Alright, Strong Bad. I do like Wurmple, let's go. Go, 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 my bug Pokemon team. Yeah, Lady Strong Bad. Heck yeah.
Good.
Wurmple versus Wurmple. You know what? Forget you. Wurmple, this is the battle you were this is the battle you were meant for.
This is where the fun begins.
Could have been Marzipan, yeah. Yeah, I was, I was going that, or we could even go Teen Girl Squad, any of them, I don't know which one of the Teen Girl Squad Caterpie would be. Certainly not the ugly one. Wurmple Stiltskin. Oh, Cowboy Bebop's good. I've seen a couple episodes of that. I had a friend in high school who was really into that. And, yeah, I remember really admiring the art style, and I guess a little bit later finding, we were talking about it the other day. Yeah, by the same team or whatever, I guess. It's on the, sorry, streamer brain. Venonat. All right, who we got? We got No Fire. You're gonna stay out there, Wingull. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed like they would do those rotoscope, portions that were just, especially for like battles and, a lot of dynamic camera stuff. It was very cool. Sweet little mix of rotoscoping, a little bit of CGI, a little bit of, a whole lot of art. Yeah, it's really interesting. A lot of the, Americana that it pulls from, and a little bit of that series that I saw. Yeah. Yeah, it was a big one. How long of a anime series was it? I know it was really popular, but yeah, go for a few seasons. I know some stuff there just, it's like, yeah, they know how to end them. I feel that happens more frequently in anime. Knowing how to end before it gets stale. That's cool, Ryzon. Yeah, hold on to that. There you go, Wingull. Wingull's our number 2. Oh, that's cool, Dustin. I burned a couple things, like my buddies, I tutored a couple buddies who they had come over for this like Japanese exchange program where, you know, you spend your first year or so like pretty much just doing the ESL courses, and then after that you're full-on student at that university. It just, you know, you're going to require a bit of help to get rolling. And yeah, man, what was funny is like it was such a great cultural exchange to talk games and anime with them, for the folks who were into it. Which that was an early lesson that I think a very excited young me had to learn. Was like, yeah, okay, like it is more widespread, games, anime, manga, and people being into that of you know, not just for kids. But it's not as if like every single person is going to know this, like your anime reference or, you know, but I wasn't trying that, but you know, it was kind of funny because I met a couple who were definitely, I mean, just like anywhere else, they were like, no, I'm not really into, you know, I know people who, you know, growing up, they could never watch anything TV, couldn't watch a screen or anything like that. And it's funny because when I'm around them, I have to remember like, oh yeah, some of these references I want to make or things like, it's a good chance they don't get it. They'll do the same thing. You know, we're trying to find the like middle ground or. Yeah, sure, Thanos. Yeah, you've seen it. Some from other games. Maybe weren't in like you know, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. I love Wurmple. Never gonna change Wurmple out. I'll probably change Wurmple out someday. Strong Bad, I love you, but you probably aren't gonna stay in the party because I've had way too many Butterfrees over the years. Oh, cool. So already getting a few. I like to see them in here in the woods too, you know, like around these other bug Pokemon. That's cool.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know that. That stuff's fun. I think the game's gonna be full of that. With I think that's a great way to do these hacks, is to be thoughtful about what environments would they be in. Would there be any other Pokemon kind of that type in that area? Does it make sense for this Pokemon to be at this early point in the game, or should we make it a bunch, you know, way later? Because it's something that would be, you know, more of a late game or in game or the post game, whatever kind of a catch. Yeah, it's cool. He does a great job with these hacks. I'm stoked on this. I'm curious if, you know, some of the stuff too, like he just put out one for Fire Red 386, and I'm really curious some of the stuff for that, you know, thinking about some of the Pokemon that were Gen 3 Pokemon being inserted in. Some of them you already get in those games, I guess, via the Sevi Islands, or there's so many possibilities there, so that'll be fun to see what he does with that. So far, so good. I want to keep rolling since we got a late start, but maybe I should get a break and then come back and we do our third act. Yeah, sounds good. How you guys doing? Happy Tuesday. Thanks for hanging. I gotta fix... I played around with some green screen settings, and these glasses are now going crazy. It is mesmerizing. Too bad I don't have like a... I mean, this is mesmerizing. I mean, I got a swirling psychedelic vortex on the screen. I don't know if it gets much more mesmerizing than that, but I wanted it looking straight Hypnotoad, I guess. I'll have to work on that. This is an old thumbnail. My God, the thumbnail hasn't been updated. Now you see it, now you don't. We're beyond Petalburg at this point. That feels good. Let's get a break. When we get back, we'll play a little more Pokemon Emerald 386. Thanks for hanging, guys. Happy Tuesday. BRB.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the swirling vortex that is Pokemon Emerald 386. Yeah, how you guys doing? What's popping in Petalburg? I don't know. Apparently Dad. Dad works at the Petalburg. He works at the Petalburg gym. Yeah, in the locker rooms, folding up all the towels and, you know, cleaning up all the mess. All those gym trainers leave. Bunch of gym heads in these games, man. We're working our way through this forest. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? All right.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, good call, Rhizone, on the socks and shoes inside all the time. You know, you got to be careful. That's how you get a fungus among us. My Wurmple will take him on. Was this the guy looking for a professional earlier? Not a one to be found. Nope, they had sunglasses. Hello, have you seen any Pokemon called Shroomish around here? I really love that Pokemon. I was gonna ambush you, but you had to dawdle in Petalburg Woods. Forever, didn't you? I got sick of waiting, so here I am. You, Devon researcher, hand over those papers. You, Devon researcher, hand over them papers. You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? You gotta help me, please. What do you think you're doing? What, you think you're gonna protect him? No one who crosses Team Aqua gets any mercy. Not even a little kid. Come on and battle me. Oh, heck yeah. That was... I was looking away as that came up. The, I guess our Team Aqua crest. A whole lot of emotion in that talk, but yeah, it's kind of a strange encounter. Yeah. I'm gonna toss a ball. We're gonna catch your We're gonna go Pokemon XD on your ass. Alright, probably could have done something with Wurmple. There was a use. Isn't Supersonic potential for getting the other Pokemon confused? Is that right? Do you believe? Should do something else.
I wanna be the very best.
This music is great. It's crazy. 55%. Wow. Okay, yeah. Good chance you're gonna waste your turn.
See you next time.
The nautical naughties. D-Roy, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? We got Wingull kicking some ass. Pooch, yeah, Rhizone. You kidding me? You're tough. Here's a... Oh, I guess I have to pull out my wallet now and give you 180 Pokebucks. Here you go, kid. Go buy yourself an antidote. Grr, you've got some nerve meddling with Team Aqua. Come on and battle me again. I wish I could say that, but I'm all out of Pokemon. Okay. This guy needs to get the heck out of here. Right? Come on, soundboard. Tell him how badly he needs to get the heck out of here.
No.
No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
And hey, we of Team Aqua are also after something in Rustboro. I'll let you go today. All right. Hey, well, see you in Rustboro. Ooh, that was awfully close. Thanks to you, he didn't rob me of those important papers. I know, I'll give you a great ball as my thanks. Here, kid, take this great ball. Put it in your pocket, your ball's pocket. Didn't that Team Aqua thug say they were after something in Rustboro too? He did. Thank you for repeating that. Uh-oh, it's a crisis. I can't be wasting time.
Oh my God.
Onward to Rustboro. I feel like we've all known a Lawrence in our lives. Or I should say, I hope we can all be so lucky as to know a Lawrence in our lives. Such as the Lawrence from Office Space. All right. Wurmple, go get him. Oh! I've got a cat that's pissed now. She thinks she should be fed. And I think she woke up. I think she woke up and found out that she was alone in the house other than me over here right now. She woke up and didn't know what to do. Oh! If you take bug Pokemon to school, you get to be instantly popular. That's right, kid. It's pretty funny, Thanos. It's just a funny, yeah, really character-driven comedy. A Ninkata. What would you turn into? I like Wurmple out here just taking on some of these bug Pokemon. I don't want to roll over you with my chair here. Be careful, little kitty. It's laying down on the floor. Yeah, there's a lot. It is, yeah. I got to see it. I got to see it maybe a month or two ago, and hadn't seen it in quite a while. It was funny. That was a fun one to see in theaters too, and a good crowd. People didn't like shout quotes or something like that. You know, it was everybody was cracking up a lot, but you know. I went to a Lebowski Fest showing one time that had like some, you know, some old reel of, or I say old reel, but you know, like they had a, I guess like a pretty nice, you know, this is, you know, several years later, of course, but yeah, a pretty nice reel of it, and it was for this Lebowski Fest thing that was in the college town I was in. And I don't know what I expected, but it was just a lot of grown men yelling their quotes, trying to be the first one to get the quote in, like, or quote a long part of it or something. Also doing badly with the quotes, you know, not being word perfect. So just, that adds some extra annoyance, right? You know, it's not even good, like heckling / audience participation quotes. But yeah, it was a damn shame. Thankfully, I did have a White Russian from the bar, so that helped. You know, that helped the night go down easily, honestly. Ninkata's got me. I'm having fun. Come on, Mr. Mud. I could turn Switch off for a little extra challenge.
This is the way.
Could be fun. Or go to set. Hi, PJ. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Yes, especially, you know, good at dealing with tackle. Yeah, yeah, Thanos. Well, it's funny because with some people would never know, but like with some mosh pits, you hit a perfect level of like just everyone who's there is like they're not trying to hurt anybody, but everyone's trying to go hard and have a great time. And there's a level of like eye contact and like having fun and a friend. It's hard. People could never believe a friendly mosh pit, but yeah, that's when it's at its best. And I think one of the best concerts I ever went to was a Death Grips concert at a music festival, and it was because the crowd was very into it, and nobody was trying to be just like super aggro and like hurt anybody or shove the shit out of somebody or go send some elbows or something. Like, people were there and still wanting to have a lot of fun, and it was a level of like, there was still like a level of dance in it still, kind of, you know what I mean? Or like people having a good time and not and I feel like it hits such a perfect nexus of you know, of it being a pretty hard mosh pit at times, but then also just like very you know, everybody looking out for each other. Positive. Yeah, no, that stuff's kind of funny. Yeah. No, I guess I just meant more like rocking out, like for dancing, but yeah, not like not like pulling some moves and stuff. I've hardly seen that stuff at shows. But yeah, it's picking up change. That's one of my favorites. Standing up and like punching kind of the ground at your feet, sort of, or doing a. I have no good way of showing this now, but that one always cracks me up. Yeah. Wurmple, I love you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's let someone else finish the job. You wanna? Where are you going? Okay, don't want to be on camera? I understand. We got bugs. Come on, Peekaboo. Streep. I just want you to get some experience.
They need a shot here.
Will say I've lost a pair of glasses in this was not that same Death Grips, or not a Death Grips concert, but yeah. Same weekend. Next night. Still a fun mosh pit for Ty Siegel. Here we go. That's funny. Nope. I gonna be really controlling. Gonna make it wait another level. My team's getting a little beat up. Get a potion over to Mr. Mud. Sorry, Wurmple. Okay, there you go. Getting pumped. I always loved that text. All right, Wurmple. I don't think you have much against against this bird Pokemon. Tailo. Swallow, Tailo. It's via a little meditation, some mindfulness, some feels good when you can use focus energy. Often super effective. Even though it's not that type of move, you know? I guess I should have caught that. Sorry, Tailo. Yeah, what was I doing? We are a little beat up, honestly. What's next? Takes us back. Hi, Katie. Come here. You want to... Oh, another route. Okay. And possibly a trainer right there. A couple berries. We're picking the cherry berries. I guess I should put some other stuff there, or do... in soft soil? Soft, loamy soil? Oh, good stuff. Balbuck, that's funny to think of. I don't know, yeah, that is funny. Well, there's still some folks stuck on the like, well, it's only a theory, you know. So I mean, when that is one of the starting points, I feel you've got an uphill battle to educate the population. I think it, you know, I gotta say, yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious to even think about. I love it. I wonder, in my own experience, I mean, I knew of evolution, and and then there was learning about both, both kinds of evolution, IRL and in the Pokemon world, simultaneously. So, yeah. I'll just say I grew up with grown men saying, like, I wasn't born as a monkey. Evolution is bullcrap. Hearing that once or twice. So yeah, that's kind of a tough starting point for understanding. A tough springboard for, you know, getting to a more rounded understanding of the theory of evolution. Just a theory. I'm stuck. We're gonna do I'm tossing one of these in. Guess I could always just replace what I take. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be curious to know, but yeah, I think if anything, if for each person it might have confused, I feel there's probably at least a couple who were interested in actual evolution, or maybe it could have even, you know, been ultimately not a negative early, you know, witness to the word evolution, or, you know, to another concept of evolution or whatever. They could turn out okay. Yeah, I don't think it would have that negative of effect. But, yeah. Put an oranberry. There you go, sir. Trainer tips. In the Hoenn region, there are pairs of trainers who challenge others for 2-on-2 Pokemon battles called... My god. In a double battle, the trainer must send out 2 Pokemon. The one at the left of the list and the top one. Okay, now this has me wondering... how early do the double battles show up in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because I haven't played... I started a file on those a couple times over the years, but I haven't truly played it since around the time those games came out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at that, you know, they're... I do remember they're in the game, I think. Oh, sure, I'll accept your challenge. Yeah, you were even fighting like the little twin and stuff, right? At some point. A couple by the lake. Okay, cool. Yeah. I was wondering, yeah, I was curious how soon that's introduced. All right, guys, I'm going to get us just a little bit further, and I think I'll wrap this up. I've got a cat that's going to go nuclear. And, you know, she's soon she'll have a point. It is getting to be time for her to be fed. I don't know, we call this the begging hour. Sometimes the begging hour is more of a couple of hours, you know, and it's not always on time, but certainly within the begging hour right now. So she's going to come in and out of this room a few times in a general state of frustration with doing little grumbles. Streep, you need to learn. You really need to learn something worth a darn. I mean, I'm not going to be using you long term. Chances are.
Why is it that I can't go through this one fucking part?
Hit that water gun. There we go. Thank you guys for hanging. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired. I gotta feed this cat soon. Running out of energy, but this has been fun. Hope I can get this wrapped up. I haven't seen a TM. Haven't explored everything in that forest either. There may be, so there was a section there that looked like we could have leapt down, and I don't know if we had already been through the part that was below that or not. I know at some points it loops on itself like that, but oh, there's some twins on a bridge, ready for a double battle. Let's head into the flower shop. Spreading flowers all over the world. Your name is? Parv. That's a nice name. Parv, would you like to learn about berries? No. The more attention you give to flowers, the more beautifully they bloom. You'll like tending flowers. I'm sure of it. You can have this. Oh, sweet. A Whalmer Pale. That should be a vocal warm-up. Whalmer Pale. Whalmer Pale. Incorporate well, whale, quail, quail, and some other stuff. We got this. Palpuck, I saw The Shining for the first time a couple of years ago. There was like an outdoor screening on a really nice big. They did it well, so you could see it pretty well. A good projection and soundtrack blasting from the intro. It's like I felt. You know, I'm not one to. I joke a lot, but yeah, in general, right? So much the skeptic. I'm still a skeptic. I can only use the language of the crunchy and just say that there was a vibe shift that I felt in my body, and who knows, soul or lack thereof. Pretty much as soon as the movie started and the soundtrack's kicking in, and it's just that helicopter shot of the car on the road driving to the resort or whatever. What a great soundtrack. What a crazy, like strikingly visual, you know, and in all ways movie too. That was nuts. That was a fun night. Yeah. Of course I had seen, you know, and it's like kind of like some stuff for Pokemon, you know, like without having seen it, you've probably seen it referenced or talked about or parodied. You know, I mean, little kids often know, here's Johnny, or don't know where it's from, but yeah, I heard about that, Dustin. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the stuff that comes out about just some of these folks who like just yeah, they'll put folks through like a crazy amount of grief, anguish, trauma, you know, to get like a movie made or something, and sometimes it takes a long time for that stuff to come out, or you know, I didn't even make it back here. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I guess, even like busting through something and saying it, you know. I was seeing that in cartoons and other stuff as a kid, and someone's being chased, something like that, or yeah. I want to see more, that too, Dessa. Oh, yeah, it could go either way, right? That's life, man, you know? Sometimes you're busting through the wall saying, oh, yeah, and you fucking mean it, you know? And then other times, you're busting through the wall and you're, here's Johnny, you know, ready to just... I'm not gonna say anymore. Some dark act, you know. That's life. Yeah. What are some other good things you can interject as you bust through a wall? Some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's Pokemon. Well, that's kind of the opposite of what he was saying, but... Should I or shouldn't I? Okay, sure, I will battle. Look, you're the one who already made the eye contact and walked all the way across. You've initiated it already. Last Haley sent out Lotad. Huzzah.
Toasty!
You might hear toasty when someone blows through a wall, or...
Toasty!
Or that it might be the toasty situation that sends them up through a ceiling, for instance. Nothing can stop Wurmple. A juggernaut, oh yeah. Of course, yeah. How could I forget? We love a creature that crashes through a wall. There's just something in... I just think it's... Maybe you don't even have to be of any certain age, but I'll just speak to, you know, my age cohort. And, you know, you think about how many commercials have action figures busting through the little, like, cube blocks. And, you know, you see a... You know, and then that just shows the blocks just bust. And I was one of those cubes, you know? It looks like frosted glass, like little plastic cubes. Build a wall so you could have the Hulk bust through it, or whatever, you know. Character of choice. You do, Dustin. It's a toast. It's a particularly devastating uppercut that brings about the...
Toasty!
In Japan, we call it ninja.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. I do love a good, yeah, I do love a good Looney Tunes character sending themselves through a wall. That's always fun. Maybe bursting through a little painting of the street ahead when it's actually a dead end. Oh no. Oh man. At a certain point you have to start living the Kool-Aid Man after that, you know? And it's like, man. I could imagine that's a heavy burden to have on one's shoulders. Alright, let's tackle. Street, I'm just putting you in for the experience, although, honestly, I like to get another Pokemon. That's not gonna go well. Super effective. I didn't know them. Yeah, thank you. I didn't know that monster's the one that's like super hairy. Without looking this up, that's what I'm seeing in my head. It's like a giant wig almost. Just take it out. I know Mr. Mud isn't the answer. I don't have a good team. I don't have a good team, man. I can lower its accuracy. Yeah, that's it, Palpuck. Yeah, I'm seeing the big shaggy hair. Yeah. That's funny. Oh yeah, got the chucks on. Oh, that's funny, Thanos. Yeah, it's interesting, like nicknames and stuff, how it can stick with you, and I don't know. I didn't have too many that stuck for too long. I would get a lot of plays on my name. That was kind of the main thing, was like a lot of plays, and sometimes they would, you know, of course some of those would be like teasing and stuff. There's a lot of easy ones, right?
Anyone has a boyfriend named Ben.
He's probably been called Ben Gay in his life more than once. Bend over. Hey Ben, how you been? Ben jammin', which I don't unlike. I don't mind that one necessarily, you know. There you go, pal. I had Chucks, but not I couldn't remember the last name. I'm calling Colin. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, man. Kids can be so mean. There was this one kid they gave a lot of hell to, named Grayson, and of course, like, you know, of that time and age, you're going to get teased. Colon, yeah. Yeah, kids can be very mean. I've seen it from the kids' perspective, and I've been on the tail end of kids being really mean. I taught for a few years and taught middle school. And man, some of those kids, they could be ruthless. You want to think that you wouldn't mind 300 middle schoolers laughing when you enter a lunchroom, you enter the lunch area or whatever for breakfast duty. All the kids are in there getting their food, and you've had a haircut, and you walk in, and then a cascade of laughter and energy occurs as the kids turn and see that you've gotten a haircut, and then I'll start clowning. You would think that wouldn't, you could just shrug that off. But I gotta say, on the long term, sure, right? But in the moment, acutely, it doesn't feel great. I'll say that. Didn't feel great. Thank you. All right. I'm yelling. Partner's back. The cat now has someone else to yell at. Yeah. Good times. Kids are mean. Alright, what we gotta do? I really should have done some healing before this. That's okay. Pushing my luck. Wurmple and Mr. Mud. Wurmple, I don't know if I want you in right now. Maybe you should set somebody else up, potentially. Give Mr. Mud a potion, Wingull a potion, something like that. Use the Whalmer Pail. I've got myself in a dumb situation. I guess, maybe there was a healing opportunity up to this point, but I haven't seen it, You go through that little forest, and then we're on the area sort of north of that, I guess. I should have done just tackle or something. Yeah, right. Thanos, yeah. All good. We'll see. I bet we can get out of this. Especially if I'm gonna give Wingull something. Sorry, might have to sacrifice you, Wurmple. After all this. The Legend of Wurmple. I meant to give Wingull something. Oh, that's awesome. That's okay. I'll get Streep in for a bit, maybe, or I guess I could just Wingull. I mean, honestly, Mr. Mud's probably about to finish this, so let's just tackle. Couple crits in a row. Mr. Mud's not playing around. Twins Gina and Mia. We battled together, but we both lost. I feel like that was a Pyrrhic victory. Wurmple, you know what? Let's go ahead and evolve you. I don't know what's... I get anxious in these games. Like, should I evolve? They learn the moves sooner, but they also get powered up. I don't think this form is going to be doing much. But we'll just go ahead and evolve things for the most part when it's time. When they're ready. Congrats. Heck yeah.
I I was raised in the 90s. A lot of these games are very familiar with me.
This game isn't from the 90s. We're in the next... We're in the new millennium, baby. I miss millennium talk. We're not hot on this millennium any longer, guys. Can you believe it? "25 years into it, you know, quarter of a century into it." Right, Palpuck, yeah. Oh, that right. So they wouldn't be. Well, yeah, it'd probably be learning some of the like other attack stuff. Maybe if I'd kept it around for a bit, but. And then. Yeah, it still gets to tackle now, which is nice. If we had just caught it by itself, maybe they would have even had, I guess the wild form could have possibly not even had tackle or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm out of my depth. I don't know this Pokemon, so... Yeah, I guess I mostly can just think about, yeah, Kakuna and Weedle. Or, yeah. Yeah. I think it is Palpuck, yeah. In first gen, I think Weedle and Kakuna, it's like, yeah, if you catch them in the wild, they're probably just knowing Harden, I guess, right? Is that it? And, where you can catch a Caterpie and, you know, have that evolved, and then it'll actually know something a little more useful than just Harden. Well, sweet, guys. We made it to another city. It's interesting, you know, I'm taking it very slow, of course, but Rustboro, I think, is going to be our first city where we have a gym we can, you know, actually take on. Yes, Petalburg is currently got Dad, right? As the gym leader, I believe. I want to go back in that forest. I'm sad I missed that, Taolo? Yeah, I just got to talking. I did an extra attack, one too many. And I killed it. I made it faint. I want to explore this city too, but it's nice now that we have access to this Pokemon Center. We can get some more balls and stuff too. And the old sailor, Mr. Briny, lives in a cottage by the sea. He goes for walks in the tunnel every so often. We were looking for Mr. Briny. He's in the tunnel, you say? Well, before I run into Team Plasma being up to no good, I should probably save and maybe wrap up. I'm glad we're here. This is cool. I love the little signs popping up too. It's a nice touch. Do, 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 do. It's a lot to type out. You know, the full thing. I get ya. Do, do, do. Yeah, Thanos with the two boys, or the boys like in the railroad tracks or whatever. All right. Wonder if we can fight this guy too. I'm a little honestly afraid to do it. We should just wrap and save it. Taking our sweet time with this. I remember as a kid being highly amused by there being those abbreviations in this game. PKMN. And that, yeah, that, you know, you could do, yeah, as two symbols or whatever, PK, and then MN. It's fun to do your name, Pokemon, or whatever, you know? Hey, it's your game. Do with it what you will. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this thing up. This has been fun. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for hanging. Is anybody streaming right now? We'll do a little raid here. Let's see what's up. Let's
Nice. It's a new follower.
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Thanos. Yeah, thanks for that. I appreciate it. This is a fun hang. It's cool to know what's different between this game and, you know, vanilla as well. So, yeah. Thanks, Rhizone. Yeah, we'll go into this dungeon or this gym, or see if we can. There might be some, you know, Team Plasma hijinks up ahead. We'll see. This has been fun. Maybe we go hang out with. Let me see what's up. I'm checking something here. Yeah, thanks, Thanos. Yeah, I'm trying to go like, you know, kind of blind as to what's up ahead, but yeah, with you know, in terms of like talking about the differences between the games once it's already there or past. Yeah, that's cool. I'm down. Thanks for the help. Let's do this. Let's go hang out with MK. He's playing Pokemon Legends Z to A, so that'll be fun. I want to see a little more footage of that. Thank you guys for chilling. This has been fun. I'm going to show you guys a schedule that I'm unsure of. Let's do that. Yeah, so I don't know that I'll be able to stick to this. I definitely want to stream Thursday. Friday, I forgot. I do have something in the evening, so I'd have to get rolling early. The issue is, I really want to do Wind Waker Up, and I haven't had time to prep for that, and I've been a bit sick. I've been a bit sick lately. So, yeah, Rhizone, it's coming, but I might need to do it more like, you know, end of next week or something. And maybe we just keep rolling with Emerald, and I'll change up a few things, get you guys a new collage and stuff, and we play that, and that'd be easy to squeeze a short session in on Friday because schedule's kind of crazy that day. Thank you guys for hanging. I want to do Wind Waker. I want to get to it. Can't wait. Thank you guys for supporting the stream any way you can, subbing, liking, all that good stuff. I'll do a short collage for you. This one's still dedicated to Mudkip. I hope you like it. And I hope you like Mudkip. Man. I didn't have to say it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good night. I'll get you over to MK's in just a couple minutes. Bye, guys. See you Thursday.
The graphics and sound just blew my fucking balls off.
I'm gonna give it 55 straight.
Give me a hell yeah! This is the way.
I just want to go home and play Pokemon.
I don't know what to tell you,
Donkey.
Pokehead!
Life is a stage.
It's a beautiful world we live in. Some ladies.
Excellent.
Goodbye.
The Parvinator.